All right, you are welcome once again, and I greet everybody for being part of tonight's presentation, part of tonight's training, which we are starting today, and is going to last for about 14 days. And the reason why we are introducing this kind of training is for every member of TJR to understand this business in and out, because when you have the knowledge, to do the business will be more easier for you. But when you lack all the necessary things you need to know about TGR, then you might find yourself struggling or probably having challenges in one way or the other. So Top and Get Reward is a business of this generation that allows every Nigerians to be able to leverage on telecom sector, the sector that will forever remain lucrative and keep generating wealth for those that are ready to take the money out of it. So what we are trying to do tonight and what we continue to be doing is to make sure that every TGR member understand why they are in TGR. Because if you don't understand what you are doing, to be able to even do it well will be difficult, not talk of telling others about it. It is when you understand the in and out, the nitty-gritty of the business, then it will be more easier for you to share the knowledge, the value with others. TGR is a registered company in Nigeria owned by Nigeria, and the name of the CEO is Mr. Adeshayo Babatunde Samuel, fellow chartered accountant, and the company was established in 2018, November 15 to be precise, which means last year November, which was 2024, the company clocked 6 years. So we celebrated the sixth anniversary at our head office in December 5th, 2024. So which means gradually we are going to the seventh year. And this is one of the joy we have with Top and Get Reward, that it is the first of its kind, a Nigerian and indigenous company that has been able to stand the test of time for good 6 years without having issue, without having challenges, without breaking. Because what TGR is all about is about integrity, transparency, sustainability, and accountability. Yeah, in TGR, what we have is to allow every Nigerian to be able to understand and take advantage of telecom sector in order to build the kind of life they want, so that they can also have a kind of passive income from telecom sector for life. Because if not of TGR, many people will not be able to tap from this world, because most of the companies that are into this airtime and data, or probably this kind of VTO of a thing, they don't allow citizens to build wealth around it. But TGR is one of its kind that allows every Nigerian to be able to create generational wealth from what is taking money away from them. Every one of us, we have been buying airtime and data for decades. My own MTN is going to be 21 years by April. And if each and every one of us try to calculate how much we have spent on buying airtime and data, is a lot of money. And many people don't have that money in their bank account presently. But through Top and Get Reward, whatever you must have spent on your airtime and data for years, for decades, you can regain it back. And eventually, you can be getting this airtime and data for free. So what TGR is all about is that you need to have our app, which many of us have done already. When you have our app, you have your personal VTU or personalized VTU on your phone with a token which starts from student package, we call it 5,000. We have a business package that truly, if you want to do a business, you want to make money from TGR, you must start with 10,000. Then we have 20, 30, 40, 50, and also 100,000. This your subscription fee is like entrance fee for you to allow to be able to take advantage of the wealth in telecom sector and attract it to yourself. So by coming on board, becoming a member, you have had the license to be able to also share from the wealth in this telecom sector through Top Up and Get Reward. Because the wealth in telecom sector will never stop. It will continue and forever, as long as people are buying airtime and data, as long as our population is increasing. So what is the importance of TGR? Because if everybody look at ourselves, for the past 10 years, nobody was playing. We are all working, but in one way or the other, we are still thinking we have not gotten what we want. Now, when we were younger, we were much more active and things were more cheaper. We're still struggling. But now that we are getting older and weaker, what is that thing that we need to do so that as we are getting older, we make more money with ease? That is one of the reason Top and Get Reward is out. Why do you have to look at Top and Get Reward? When we think of all the businesses in Nigeria as of today, which is an online business, if you are looking for a lucrative business, a sustainable business, a legitimate business that is most easiest, most cheapest, and most simplest, TGR is the only company you can be sure of. You might see another one that might say it is cheaper. You might see another one that might say it is lucrative, but you have to consider these things I've just mentioned. It is legitimate, it is sustainable. Many are legitimate, but they are not sustainable. And that is why you sit up and get was still 6 years and getting better. Then when you are looking for the most easiest, the most cheapest and most simplest, because this is a business that you have to do. You are already doing it, but you are not making money from it. But through Top and Get Reward, you can't create wealth. You can't run away from this product. It's an addictive product. There is nothing you can do outside this product. If I do tell people that there is no business that can thrive without communication. So through communication, you can start a business. And once you need to communicate, Top and Get Reward is giving you the grace to be able to take advantage of this communication and create wealth around it and build the kind of life you want to have for the rest of your life. You need to look for a leverage system or a company that you can leverage on that will allow you to earn from every or many Nigerians or probably millions of people. So what the banks are doing, because banks allow their customer to build wealth for them and many other VTO platforms, we have three categories of people that can make money in TGR. The first category are those that say that I want to be recharging for themselves, because if each and every one of us calculate how much we have spent in buying airtime and data, is a lot of money for the past a decade or two. And if you now have the grace to be saving 2% from your recharges, let's say for that past 20 years, it's a lot of money. And you are going to be doing this for a lifetime. But many people that are using their financial institution, they are making those institutions richer and wealthier. Because you might think, how much is my 2%, how much is my 3%? And that is what they are looking for, because it is more easier to get little from a lot than a lot from little. Like today I was somewhere and somebody, that guy was just, he's a man, he came and was begging and they gave him 100 naira. After he left, the woman that sat beside me said that man is a landlord. Despite his begging, he has built his house and is living in the house. And the other guy said he has known this man for more than 10 years and that is what he's doing. And see, he was just begging little, he has built his own house. Meanwhile, those that are even working and they are receiving salary, they don't even have a house. So what did the guy do? Like I was now telling that woman that if I ask for 100,000 naira from you, you might find it difficult to give me. But if I ask you for 100 naira, you might easily give me. Now, this guy that just collected 100 naira now, so if he can get 1,000 people to give him 100 naira in a day, he has made 100,000 naira. Some people will spend 3 months before they can make that kind of 100 through their salary. And he made it in one day because of what? He leveraged on thousands of people. So the same thing is what the banks are doing through their customers, and they are making themselves wealthier because people are recharging from the bank. And TGR says this little that you think is nothing that the banks are taking, you can get it back to yourself through our VTU. That is the first set of people that can enjoy from Top and Get Reward. If that is okay by you, you are okay. You can make money from your transaction, at least from now till only God knows when we are going to stop using airtime and data. You can save something for yourself for a lifetime. And the second category of people are those that say, okay, since I'm buying from this platform, I'm getting commission, let me also be selling, let me commercialize it. I have a lot of people that are in my area, they want data, they want to buy data, they want to buy airtime, they want to subscribe for GoTV, and also for NEPA bill. I can be doing this for them and also charge them little, which will make more earnings for me. That is the second set of people that can benefit from Top and Get Reward. And the last set of people are those that are ready to make millions, create generational wealth for themselves and for their children and for their family. And this is what makes us stand out among other platforms that are using VTU. Mention any like OPay, Mbappe, and the like. They can only take advantage of their customers, but they will not allow the customers to make money or create wealth from them. In TGR, everybody that is transaction, or for every transaction that is done, 10 other people benefit from it. So if Mr. A carries out a transaction, another 10 people will benefit from that Mr. A. This is not happening in other platform. Mention it. It is not happening. Like, for example, many people are used to OPay and PalmPay. For example, they say OPay has about 40 million subscribers. Out of these 40 million, nobody benefited from each other. They are only enriching the OPay. So if 40 million buy airtime of 100 naira and OPay is just taking 1 naira from them, give you out of 100 naira, you take 3 naira and OPay take 1 naira. You that took 3 naira, how much is 3 naira? You can't make use of it to probably for how long we will accumulate before you can even use it to buy airtime and data again. But OPay is taking 1 naira from 40 million people. It might be in an hour, it might be in a day. Now imagine what they make in 1 hour. If it is 1 naira from 40, that's 40 million naira. But in top and get reward, it is not only the company that will benefit. Every member will enjoy that transaction. At least 10 people will benefit from each transaction, apart from the person that carry out the transaction. And this is where the wealth is in top and get reward, because TGR is out to liberate people from poverty, to make sure that people should not be poor anymore. Through the telecom sector, TGR is here. Is a financial vehicle to financial freedom for everyone that is ready to get into the to the vehicle. Each and every one of us should consider one thing, that is, we can't be young forever. 10 years to this time, how old are we going to be? We can't be younger than this. Definitely, we are going to be more weaker, because 10 years is not just a small year. And if by this time we can't move around like we are doing now, and we are thinking of having what they call constant cash flow, even when we can't move around again, this is one of the reasons why Top and Get Reward is for you. Because many people have done series a lot of things, but even up to today, in one way or the other, we are still looking or thinking, what is it that we did wrong? Top Up and Get Reward is like a retirement plan, a financial freedom, in fact, a vehicle to a financial freedom through telecom sector. Because this is the only way you can predict the kind of future you want for yourself. You just only need to focus on this for a while and build generational wealth. When I said I started in 2020, that is about 5 years ago. And this is the only thing that I have been using to take care of my family, my wife and kids, and also taking care of myself. So if I can do this with the little I've done through Top and Get, now imagine what is going to happen in the next couple of years. Because the more you understand this business, the more you build this business, the better it becomes for you. Through Top and Get Reward, you can be assured that your future is bright, because you are building something that will even continue even after you are long gone, because this is a business that will remain forever. Why? Because we have sustainability. It's not a company that will collapse after a few years. We have spent 6 years and we are getting better, to show you that TGR is here to stay. But the question you need to ask yourself is, am I ready to take from this wealth? Because we have two sets of people in this world now, or let me say in this Nigeria. The first set are those that are contributing to the wealth that is in telecom sector, while the second set are those that are ready to take their own share from these millions and billions that is being generated on telecom sector on daily basis. And TGR is now giving us that grace to be among those that will be taking their own share from this wealth in telecom sector. You can now decide how much you want to take. Are you going to use a cup to take water from the ocean? Because this wealth in telecom sector is like ocean. If you like, you can take up there. If you like, you can take a bowl. If you like, you can take a bucket. If you like, you can take a bath. But for me as a person, I'm looking for a hose that I'll plug to an engine and continue to drain this, because river will never dry, because this ocean of wealth in telecom sector will never be saturated or expired. So I am with Top and Get Reward in order to tap from the wealth that will never end. And that is what we are showing everybody tonight. TGR is a place to be. It's a place where you can put your mind at rest and enjoy for the rest of your life, because this is a product that is going nowhere. Then from analysis of telecom sector, for you to know how wealthy, how lucrative this sector is, in just 1 hour, we have about 3 million Nigerians that are recharging in just 1 hour. That little that you think you don't need, I think how much is 2%, is what the banks are taking. So for example, let's say out of these 3 million, let me say all these 3 million, they only buy airtime of 100 naira each, and the banks were able to just make 5 naira. 5 naira multiplied by 3 million, that is 15 million naira in just 1 hour. That is just one aspect. We have almost, in fact, the population of Nigeria, of SIM card we have in Nigeria today, is more than the Nigerian population, because average Nigerians use 2 SIM cards. Now imagine these millions of SIM cards, and the federal government is taking out of it. The banks are also taking, because people must service this SIM card every day. In one day, we spend about 14 billion, and in 1 month, about 446 billion, and in a year, about 21.4 trillion. Now imagine all this wealth is coming from the masses to certain set of people. But Top and Get Reward is giving that grace to be able to take out of this wealth to yourself, so that you can also be part of those that will be enjoying the wealth in telecom sector. In TGR, we have a template that can make you to have financial freedom, and that is what we are doing this year. Though we are still going to go deeper into that, but for tonight, I want you to have it at the back of your mind that you are in the right place. And what you just need to do is not about when you join, it is about what you do after you join. If you join today and you see what we are telling you and you work on it, in 6 months, you can count yourself to be a millionaire. In fact, it can be multi-millionaire, because what we have as a roadmap, there is no other company that is doing what we are doing that has it. Even when you think of other platforms that they are using VTU, there is no way you can create that kind of wealth from it, because just ask yourself, how many people selling airtime and data on the roadside that are millionaires? You can't find any, because those people, they are just making sales for some people to enrich them. But in Top and Get Reward, you are going to create the kind of life you want for yourself, and you are going to be wealthy for the rest of your life, and also your children can also enjoy from it. So in Top and Get Reward, we have a roadmap that can turn you to be a millionaire. At least with the little time I've spent with Top and Get Reward, I can say I have earned millions. I mean, I do say jokingly that what I have enjoyed in Top and Get Reward so far, for somebody that is working and earning 50,000 naira every month, it will take that person 30 years to achieve what I've done or what I've gotten in TGR within just the space of few years that I spent with them. And not only me, we have other leaders that have made that kind of huge amount of money. Why are they going? I mean, what was the reason they are able to get this kind of money? It is because they didn't keep the benefit of Top and Get What to themselves, and they share the Top and Get What the value with many other people. That is the third aspect of this business, those that want to become millionaire and billionaire. And that is why you need to understand this business in and out, what you need to gain, what is in there, how Top and Get What is being done, everything about your dashboard you understand. And by doing so, you have gotten all the necessary equipment that is needed for you to be able to try very well in Top and Get Reward. Top and Get Reward is going to be more than 10 years, more than 50 years, and many, many more years, because what we have is a sustainable structure and a platform that if 10 million people are coming to Top and Get Reward every day, we have a structure that can contain and also give everybody what they entitled to without any issue. If they want to pay 1,000 people incentive in a day, TGR is capable, because of what we have a platform that can turn you around to be a millionaire. TGR is a divine company that God Almighty used in order to put smile across the face of many Nigerians, because if not because of TGR, I don't know where I would be by now. I don't know the kind of struggling I might be passing through. I don't know how life will be so hard on me. But through Top and Get Reward, it has put smile on my face and thousands of members of Top and Get Reward, because TGR is all out to make everybody happy. You only need to decide how happy you want to be, how wealthy you want to be, and how soon you want to make that kind of wealth. There is no time frame in Top and Get Reward. There is no target for you in Top and Get, but you can set a target for yourself. You can look at Top and Get Reward and say, okay, within 6 months, I want to make 159 million. Within 6 months, I want to make times two of it, or half of it, or whichever was within just 3 months. TGR is a business that doesn't work with sentiment. If you come in today, you understand the business today, you can try very well and make money more than those that you have met in the system. It's not about when you join. As I said earlier, it is what you do after you have joined TGR. And that is why we take the pain to make sure we introduce everything about this business to you so that you can understand how to do it and be able to thrive. I was somewhere this evening and I took my time to explain to them because there is something I share with them after I've explained everything. They were so happy and they are ready to move. In fact, somebody was telling me that if it has to be crowd, I have it. I said, no problem, you're already a millionaire if you are ready to utilize this opportunity. Because one thing that I was so happy to let them know is because this is a business that can put smile on everybody's faces. I mean, everybody's face. It doesn't matter the gender, the age, or maybe the background or the tribe. As long as you are ready to make money, as long you have interest, you can make good money in top and get reward. Because this is a business that is for everybody, a business that doesn't look at face. It is your activities that will make you proud in TGR. TGR is not about that, okay, because I know Mr. A or Mr. B. No, when you come in today, you do the needful, you are going to enjoy. Why? Because in the next 10, 20, 50 years, we're still going to be using airtime and data. And TGR is now giving you the grace to pitch your tent somewhere where you can start enjoying this income passively for the rest of your life. Because of what? We have a product that is unique that nobody can run away from. And the advantage TGR has over other network marketing is because our product is not affected by dollar. It is most stable product ever. If still 100 naira airtime, duration that we have had since 2020 is still what we have now, not that we increase our registration. So it's still the same thing, most stable company so far. When it comes to price, we are stable when it comes to everything. And that is why you can put your mind at rest. TGR is like a retirement plan for even networkers or even those that are not networkers. Now you can. Finally, one of the things you need to consider before you join a company, which Up and Get Reward has, is one, apart from what a company is supposed to have, like the feasibility and also people behind it. Do they have a product? Who are the brain behind it? I've mentioned that. And they have physical office. For that has been ascertained, then for any sector or any kind of business that will be able to generate wealth in such a way that it will never stop, there are three things also to consider. The first one is the value. The second one is the volume, while the third one is the frequency. For any company, any sector, any business that has these three important keynotes, then there is a lot of wealth in that kind of sector or business. One, the value that I mentioned. How valuable is that product or service? We all know that airtime and data, you cannot do away without it. Just like if not because of data, you cannot be listening to me either now or later. It is through data. And you need airtime to also make your phone to be active. You call people to communicate, even for any other business. That is the value of airtime and data, or the value of this product we are talking about. The second one is the volume. How many people are using or that are in need of this product and services? How many Nigerians are in need of it? And I've mentioned that we have more than 250 million active SIM cards presently in Nigeria. So you can see the volume. Then the last one that determines how much money can be made is the frequency. It is not a product that you buy today and you don't need in the next 6 months. If you buy a data, if you subscribe for a data today, that's supposed to last for 1 month and it finishes 2-3 days after, you have to buy another one. That shows the frequency of how people buy airtime and data. Like I was talking to somebody, I think this evening, when I said my 10 gig of data, it can last me up to 6 months. The guy was like, I only use it for 2-3 days. That if he subscribe for 10 gig, within 3 days he's gone. And he's a very young guy. So you can now see the frequency of how people buy these products. And for these three things, three items that I just mentioned, it makes this sector to be so lucrative, and you can also create your own wealth around it. On a final note, I want to pause here to also enjoy and employ each and every one of us. I know every one of us here is a registered member. Take this business seriously. Don't miss any training. It is because I have the knowledge about this business. That is why it's so easy for me to do. I can talk anywhere, anytime, any day. And I will still deliver because I understand the business. So also you are also an independent person, independent distributor for TGR, independent member of TGR, ambassador for TGR. Understand your business and it will help you to be able to excel within short period of time because you have all it takes to excel. Whatever the books that I will recommend, make sure you read it. Whatever the training that I will say is going to happen, make sure you attend it and get familiar or familiarize yourself with your dashboard from the beginning to the end, from that 3 lines on top left corner. Click on it and explore each options, each menu options, one after the other. There is no way you are going to do this that you will not have about 80% of what you need to excel in top and get reward, because knowledge is not only power, it is when you even put the knowledge into action. So we are giving you the key, like a master key, to unlock your wealth in telecom sector through top and get reward, and make sure you handle that key with care and make sure you understand how it works. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I really appreciate you. I remain your humble servant in top and get reward. Oyeleye Akim is my name once again. Have a wonderful night.